Hello, welcome to Dan Multi Skills. In this video I'm going to take you through step by step on how to reinstall Windows. There is two ways that you can reinstall Windows. You can do it via a USB or you can do it directly through Windows if you download Windows 10 ISO image. In this video I will cover both on how to create a Windows 10 bootable USB and how to reinstall Windows. And I will also show you on how to reinstall Windows directly through Windows without a USB. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification for more useful videos so you don't miss out any future uploads. Let's begin. Open any web browser such as Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge or Firefox and then type the following: Windows 10 Media Creation Tool, press enter and then go to the very first page where it says download Windows 10 disk image ISO file. Click download tool now. As you can see, it's downloaded. Just double click on it and then you will get this warning. It says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Click yes. Close this web browser and wait for the Windows 10 tool to launch. Accept Microsoft software license terms. Just click accept. Then you will have two options: create installation media, USB flash drive, DVD or ISO file. Just choose the second option. Click next. Next. And this time the first one is going to be how to create a USB. All you need is a USB 8GB or more. It doesn't really matter if it's USB 2.0 or 3.0. Any USB 8GB or more will do the job. Plug the USB and then choose the very first option, USB flash drive, and then click next. Choose your USB, just highlight it and then click next. Now what it does, it will download the Windows file and then it will flash down to the USB. Please be patient, depends on your internet speed. This can take some time. If you have slow internet speed, it can take anything between 15 to 25 minutes. So I'm just going to pause the video for the time being while this is downloaded and then flash it onto the drive, and then I'll take you through what to do next. When it's completed, all you have to do, click finish and the USB is going to be ready to boot from. In this way I'll show you the next stage on how to reinstall Windows. Now insert the USB and then restart the machine. As soon as you restart it, depends whether you have a laptop or a desktop PC, and if you have a desktop PC, depends what type of motherboard you have. For example, if you have a gigabyte motherboard, then you will have to press one of these keys. It's either going to be F8 or F12. It depends. You can try any F keys to see which one you can boot from the USB. However, you can also change the boot priority. For example, if you're going into the BIOS, you can choose the first boot to be from the USB, but it's always best to do it via one of the F keys. For the gigabyte motherboard, it's F8 or F12. For Asus motherboard, it's going to be either F7 or F8. For laptops, it depends. Some laptops you can do it directly through the BIOS by pressing F2, going to the BIOS, exit tab and then select your USB, or it's either F6, F7, F8, F10 or F12. It depends. You can try any of these keys to see which one is the correct one, but mainly for the laptops it's either F7 or F8 or F12. So you can try one of these keys. As soon as you press one of the F keys, then you will get an option to choose which device to boot from. For example, select your USB and then press enter. Once you pressed one of the F keys, you will get a screen like this. It says please select boot device. That's where we need to select the USB that we've created, a Windows 10 bootable USB. Select the one which is UEFI, the name of your USB, and then partition 1. Select it, press enter. For the laptops, you will get something pretty similar to the desktop PCs. It's the same. Please select boot device. Use the arrow keys. For example, choose the one where it says UEFI, the name of your USB, and then partition 1. Press enter, and then it takes you to the installation process. Once you press and selected your USB, it will load Windows files. Please be patient. And now you can choose your language. For example, I will be choosing English United Kingdom. Click next. Click install now. Now, if you have a product key, you can type the product key. If you don't have one, you can just say I don't have a product key. You can type it later on, or you can choose what version of Windows. However, let me just make this very clear. For example, if you've purchased a PC from a different retailer and you've also purchased Windows 10, for example, if you've purchased a PC or a laptop from a custom built PC companies and you've also purchased a Windows 10, the Windows key has already been injected and deployed to the motherboard. So basically, when I first purchased this machine, I purchased it without Windows license key. So that's why every time I reinstall Windows, I will have to tap the product key manually. But if you've purchased it and your system or your PC laptop came with Windows 10 pre-installed, so what that means, you don't get this screen. So the Windows key has been digitally injected to the motherboard and deployed to the motherboard, so that means you don't have to manually type the product key. So you don't get a screen like this. You will only get a screen like this if you've purchased the machine without Windows. So for example, for this edition, I'm going to choose Windows 10 Home. That's the license key I have for it. So after this, I can reactivate it, but you don't have to do it. It will automatically activate it for you if you've purchased this PC or a laptop with Windows 10 pre-installed. Click next, and you will get an option here to choose which type of installation you're looking for. For example, I would highly recommend a custom install, because what you're trying to do is fully reinstall Windows, a fresh install of Windows. And now in here you will get an options. This is very important, depends how many drive you have here. You need to make sure you select the correct drive. So if you have more than one drive, Windows by default will list 2 drives for you. It will rename them drive 0 and then drive 1. So drive 0, it could be partition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by default, Windows will create a number of partitions belongs to drive C. If you have another drive beside that, for example, let's say if you've got a secondary storage drive, you probably have 1 or 2 partitions. So make sure you delete all the partitions belongs to C drive. Like either it's drive 0 or drive 1, you need to make sure you delete all the partitions belongs to the correct drive. Once you've deleted it, you will be left with one unallocated space. Select it, for example, as you can see on here, and then click next. And what happens, the Windows will begin installing. This process can take some time, so please be patient. Once it's all done, you can just set up your PC as normal. That's how you reinstall Windows. If you have any issues or if you face any issues during this process, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I will respond to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for watching. Now let's go to the second part on how to reinstall Windows without a USB and directly through the Windows. Again, all you need is the same tool, Windows 10 Media Creation Tool. If you open a web browser, such as Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or Firefox, type Windows 10 Media Creation Tool again, and then download it. Download tool now. Open the Windows 10 Media Creation Tool. It gives you this option, says do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Just click yes, and wait for it to launch. Now accept Microsoft software license terms. Now click choose the second option, create installation media USB flash drive or download the ISO file. So that's what we need. We need to download the ISO file. Click next. This time choose ISO file and then click next. Now it gives you the option where do you want to save the file. I normally save them on the desktop for easy access. Just click save and then wait for the Windows to download. It will download at first, depends on your internet speed. It can take anything between 15 to 25 minutes if you have a slow internet speed. If you have a good internet speed, it should take between about 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Once it's done, I will take you through on how to reinstall Windows directly through Windows without a USB. When it's done, all you have to do, click finish. And now as you can see that this is the Windows ISO image. All you have to do is right click on it and then click mount. And then if that doesn't open, for example, the File Explorer, what you can do, you can open File Explorer and then go to this PC. As you can see, this is the ISO image. Double click on it and then double click on setup. Again, you're pretty much going to go through the same process again when you open Windows 10 Media Creation Tool. It's exactly the same. It says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Just click yes. Just click next. Please be patient. This process can take a little bit of time for the first launch. Now click accept. Now this part is very important. For example, if you just click change what to keep, now from here you can't keep your file and folders or whatever you want to save. You can do this, for example, or you can keep nothing. So if you want to have a fresh Windows 10 installed, it's recommended to keep nothing. But before you choose nothing, I would highly recommend that you've backed all your important data, because in this way it will fully clean the drive. And then all you have to do, click next. Now it's all ready. All you have to do, just click install now. The screen is going to go blue and the Windows will automatically wipe the drive C and then reinstall. This process can take some time. Once it's all done, all you have to do is just set up your PC again and you will have a fresh Windows 10 installed on the machine. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to leave a comment. I will do my best to respond to your comments. If you have any issues or face any issues during the reinstalling Windows, either via the USB or doing it through the Windows, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's highly appreciated and you will benefit from this channel. Thank you for watching.